Alright, what up, Mahi? Six here back again with a new video. Today I'll be making my NBA season predictions. I'm way too deep into the season. 4 games in, or 5 games in for some of these teams. Or maybe 3 games in. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to be predicting each team based on, like, talent alone. Who gives a shit about their start? Like, fucking... The Spurs are 3-1. That's not going to last. So we'll start off with the West. Got the Clippers in first. Kawhi, Paul George are back. They have Norman Powell, so the Raptors 5.50 because, Kawhi has to have a Raptor on his team. But I'm kidding aside. They have a lot of depth on that team. Covington, Kennard. They have a lot of depth. I like Ty Lue as a coach. He's not just a LeBron product. Like, he took that team to the Western Finals the second they ditched Doc Rivers' ass. So he's the best coach in Clippers history. They have a great team. That's why I think they'll finish in first. I just think the depth on that team is just too much for the rest. Again, Kawhi and Paul George back. Kawhi playing off the bench just to start the year. They're the best team in LA and probably the best team in California right now, so I got them at first. Second is the Golden State Warriors, defending champs. Clay, Curry, Draymond. Yeah, he's going to fight Poole. Wiggins, they have plenty of talent. They're defending champs, respect. I just don't think they'll finish in first. And it doesn't matter if they... First and second is usually the teams that win the championship, in the NBA. So 1A, 1B will make the finals. So Golden State Warriors, I just think, again, they're talented. This is probably the last dance because they paid Poole and Wiggins all that money. So they're not going to have enough money to afford Draymond, and they're not going to have enough money to afford Clay in the future. So a couple of those guys will go, probably be, adding depth players in the future. They'll still be a good team, but like the Clay and Draymond era may be gone, and Curry's going to be staying there forever because he's the GOAT. Nuggets, number 3, I just think Jamal Murray coming back. I like Mike Malone. They added KCP, Bruce Brown. I like their team, so number 3. Jokic at MVP could go for 3. I think they'll be number 3. Number 4, got me the Grizzlies, John Morant, Jackson. They just have a good enough team to make it. I like their team. I like their coach. I like their situation. What were they, like second seed last year or something? So I think they'll be 4th. They'll move down because of the Clippers being good. The Suns, I got the Suns being 5th. I know they brought back Aiden, but he probably doesn't want to be there. He didn't talk to Williams for few months before training camp. The new owner, the ownership situation's a little rusty. Chris Paul's getting older and older by the day. Jay Crowder wanted to be traded. I just think a lot of problems are there, but they're talented enough to make the playoffs. I think they'll be number 5, a little bit disappointing, but they'll get there. The number 6 spot, they're not looking good right now, but who cares? The Timberwolves added Gobert, added Forbes on the bench. I really want him. That's why I said Forbes. I know he's irrelevant, but yeah, their roster, Russell, Anthony Edwards taking the next step. Cat playing power forward, which is good for him. He doesn't have to guard centers anymore and play against centers, so he'll be power forward, and Gobert's more of the pure center. So yeah, I got the Minnesota at 6. They'll avoid the play-in. They won't have Patrick Beverley throwing his fucking shirt into the stands. Maybe Beverley gets traded mid-season back to the Timberwolves, and then he can do that again when the Lakers suck. I don't know. I got them at the Mavericks. I got at 7. I think no Jalen Brunson. That's just that subtracts one of their top scorers and one of their playoff performers. So I think Luka's going to carry them to the play-in to play LeBron in the Lakers. So I got the Pelicans in 8. I just think right now they're looking fucking goated, but they lost to the Jazz. But this is the before the season started. I wrote this down, or 1 game in. So I got them at the 8th seed. I know looking right now, it looks like they're going to be top 5, but right now 8th seed. They have to prove it. A lot like Zion, Brandon, McCollum, CJ McCollum. They have a good roster. I just think they'll make the playoffs and probably win their playing game. So yeah, got the Pelicans at 8. Number 9, Portland. They're 4-0 right now, but who cares? This is pre the season starting, so I got them at number 9. They're not gonna stay 4-0 forever. They're not gonna stay top seed forever. But I like their roster. I think they'll make the play-in. They'll make the playoffs for sure. Like, Dame's looking good. They have a lot of weapons around him. They're looking like a solid team. But I got them at 9. At 10, I got the Lakers. Fuck it, I'm switching this one, man. Like, come on, man. Fuck the Mickey Mouse Lakers. I don't know why I don't care. This is not rational. I got the Jazz getting into the fucking play-in. The Jazz look like their core. It looks like more of a retool than a fucking rebuild. They don't look that bad, the Jazz. Danny Ainge is fucking fuming. They can't get Victor. I got the Jazz. I got the Jazz making the play-in. Fuck this shit. They'll miss it by one game. Jazz making the play-in. Colin Sexton's all right. Kelly Olynyk's a hero. They have a lot of young talent, a lot of picks. So I think they're going to be like the Spurs last year. Like, they barely made the play-in with a losing record. But they're going to be one of those teams that going to give you a little bit of trouble. Lakers, fuck the Lakers. Russ sucks. LeBron's carrying that team. Anthony Davis always going to get hurt. They're the clown show. Enough said. 11. Rockets, they're rebuilding. Sharp, Green, Shagun, Porter. Like, they have a good young core, but Thunder, I don't know. They may trade Shea to the Raptors, I hope. For Gary Trent and OG and some picks. All right. Enough rambling, but the Thunder, I got them at 13 because they just want to tank. I don't know. Spurs at 14. They're looking good right now. So I'm going to move them. I don't care. I'll move them ahead of the Thunder, man. I think the Thunder just want to tank. The Spurs are, they have a good organization. So I'll just move the Thunder down because the Spurs. I know I'm not trying to be impulse, but at the same time, man, the Thunder just look like they don't care anymore. They don't care. They just want to. At least the Spurs, they care because they actually have a winning culture. The Thunder don't. And the Kings 15 because they're the Kings. De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. I can't believe in the Kings at all. All right, so let's go into East. The East, Bucks, because Giannis, enough said. They're the favorites to probably be number 1 in the division. I mean, the conference. Them and Boston. I'll get to Boston. They have Lopez, Ibaka, I think, still on the team. Middleton's the best number 2, one of the best number 2 guys. I think Giannis will get him the number 1 seed. Doesn't mean they're going to win the championship, but they're a championship contender. If Middleton can stay healthy in the playoffs, they'll probably get to the Eastern Finals, and we'll see from there. Boston, I got them at number 2. It doesn't matter if they lost their coach. They have a great enough roster, a good enough bench. They're deep. Tatum and Brown will carry. I hate to put them in number 2, but they're going to be a good team. It doesn't matter if their coach wanted to fuck a secretary. It didn't matter. They're going to be number 2. Miami Heat, number 3. We beat them. We smoked the Heat pack today, but they're a great roster. Jimmy, Tyler, Bam, fuck Caleb Martin. I'm kidding. That was one game. Gabe Vincent's good off the bench. It feels like they're missing something in PJ Tucker. That's why they're not going to be that high, but that's why they're number 3 seed. But they're just good enough. I think Jimmy will carry and get him to the 3rd seed, and it'll be the LeBron Bowl. Haha. Sixers, I'll put them at 4th seed. I know they're struggling right now. They barely beat the Pacers, but James Harden looks good. I believe Embiid will turn it around. I think he had a better game. First 2 games were terrible. This next 2 were good. I think they'll be number 4 seed again. 5 seed, I got the Raptors. I like that we Otto Porter Jr. To the roster, but he hasn't played. But I just think the way we're developing with Scotty Barnes and that core, the starters, and we actually got a center in Koloko, I think we'll be number 5. We'll stay our course, number 5, number 6. I got number 5, the Raptors. I'll make my playoff picks soon. Number 6, the Cavs. I know they're hyped up, but I think Donnie Mitchell will get them past the play-in. They won't make the play-in. They'll be in the playoffs. They'll avoid it. Donovan Mitchell's a beast, and that team's nice. Allen, Mobley, Kevin Love off the bench with that leadership. Fucking J.D. Osman killed us game 1. I like their team, It's just a good team. Cavs are going to avoid the play-in. It's facts, man. The Bulls, put them at number 7. I think the absence of Lonzo for the beginning of the season is going to hurt them. That's why they're going to be pushed down to 7. I like DeRozan and Levine didn't play a few games either, but again, knowing the entire season, I think the Bulls will be fine, but I think they'll be in the play-in. Just the East is tough this year, man. Same with the Hawks. Put them at 8. Fuck the DeJounte Murray trade. Who gives a shit? They're number 8. Number 8. So, yeah. Number 8, Hawks. Because, yeah. I don't know. Brooklyn Nets 9, just because of all the drama. They're looking solid. I think they're, 2-2, I think. They beat us. Close game. But I think they'll be number 9 because of the drama. And I just think KD's not going to stay healthy, too. It's another reason. He's always, these last few years, he's always got hurt. And there's going to be drama and lack of defense during nights. They lost to Memphis. They allow a lot of points to good offenses. And I think they'll be number 9. And another New York team, I got the Knicks making the playoffs. They're looking 2-1. Good start. They beat the Magic today. Brunson's a good addition. Same with Hardenstein, a good backup center. I like RJ, Canadian boy. Randall, we'll see what he does. He just has to be consistent, more consistent. I got him at number 10 in the play-in. They could be, all these teams could make the playoffs realistically. Charlotte Hornets, I got 11. I just don't believe in LaMelo's team. Every year they make the play-in and lose, but I think they'll miss the playoffs. Maybe they tank for Wembanyama. I like LaMelo, but it's a tough team there. Pistons, Ivy, Cunningham, Duran. The Pistons tank for Wembanyama. They're going to be interesting. They're going to have 4 wins against the Raptors this year, but just tank. The Wizards, they're just boring. Beal, Porzingis, Kuzma. They're boring in my opinion. I just think Bradley Beal can't win games, and they're going to miss the playoffs again. So, Bradley Beal, he's one of the best scorers in the league. Defense, he's one of the best scorers in the league. But the Wizards, I don't know. They're just a boring team, mediocre. They've always been there. Almost my entire life, they've been mediocre, and I think they made the Eastern Conference Finals one time and they didn't win. Orlando Magic got them 14th. They're too young. I don't trust their coach, Mosley. I like Bencaro. I like Franz. I like Suggs, even though we got the better pick. But they're a good young team. It's just maybe they get a veteran coach, and they can turn it around in a year, get to the play-in. They're starting off 0-4. That's not a good start. Not a good start for the Magic. I just think they have a lot of good young talent. I love Bencaro, Italian boy, represents fucking spaghetti boy, and he's been balling out. But I just don't think their coach is good enough. I just think they make too much mistakes. They're too young, and that's why I got them at number 14. And they'll be in the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes, and they'll trade Wendell Carter Jr. to the Raptors for a first-round pick and cash considerations. So, yeah, I'm kidding, but I wouldn't mind him as center. So I would trade for Shea or I would trade for Carter. Yeah. Indiana, I got 15 because I like Halliburton. I like Buddy Hield. Who else they got? They have a decent. They have that Canadian guy. I forgot his name. I'm drawing a blank. He's a good player. The Pacers, they're going to be last place. I just think out of all the rosters here, like the Wizards are mid, but they're not bad. Orlando has more talent. Charlotte has more talent. Pistons have more talent. The Pacers they're terrible. I think they'll finish last in the East. And now let's go to my playoff predictions right now. So Clippers and Golden State will be obviously 1A, 1B. So there you go. So Denver would face Minnesota. Actually, I can't make the predictions because I don't know how to fucking do it. I don't know what the seeds are. So I guess I'll make the play-in. I think Dallas beats Utah. New Orleans beats the Trailblazers. And yeah, Dallas beats Utah. New Orleans beats the Trailblazers. The Bulls beat the Knicks, and the Hawks beat the Nets. I don't know how the play-in works. I think I got it wrong, but who cares? So those are my predictions for the standings. Fuck yeah, I'll make my finals prediction. I guess Clippers Heat. Why not? Who gives a shit? Clippers and Heat, and the Clippers win in 7. That's it. And that's all I gotta say. Peace. Those are my predictions, and thank you to Preacher Man Sports. Shout out to him for giving me this Google Docs or Google Drive, organizing it, and I just rearranged the teams. My opinion. So subscribe to him because he's elite. He's one of them. I fear you gotta hit the subscribe button, and that's all I gotta say. Peace and go Raptors.